Hey friends, it's Missy again. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am back with a new layout for the Paige Evans design team, and I'm going to start this layout with a cut file. I know that's usually what I do when I make a layout for Paige Evans, but her cut files are amazing and I just can't stop using them. This is one of her newer ones, and it's called Lemon Slice. And I cut it really big, and I cut it on a yellow piece of pattern paper. I believe that's from the Pick Me Up collection. And I usually cut my cut files on white cardstock, but I thought a lemon, it's got a lot of yellow. It's pretty much all yellow, and so it needed to be cut in yellow for this. Now I am going to do some backing, and this is obviously a piece of white cardstock that I've already used. And I'm just using the white to back the outer edge of the lemon. And I'm going to back the actual inside of the lemon with some other papers here. But I didn't want to do the entire lemon yellow. I went back and forth between, do I want to back it with different shades of yellow pattern paper and just kind of make it all yellow? But then I thought that may be yellow overkill. And so I just went with the actual cut file in yellow, and then I'm going to back it with different things. And then I kind of got a crazy idea in my head to back it with flowers. And I actually like the way it turns out. This is a floral paper from Oh My Heart. I believe that's paper number 13. And I'm just going to trace around the areas of this paper that I want to use on each part of the lemon, and then cut it out, and then erase the pencil line and glue it behind the lemon. This is one of my favorite techniques. I know a ton of us scrapbookers do this, where we back the cut file. Sometimes I just glue it right onto the paper and then cut around it. And then sometimes when the shapes like this are pretty easy to cut, I will trace it, cut it, and then glue it down. And so I just kind of move it around to see what part of the paper I want to show, and I'll trace it and cut it out. It's very, very easy to do. And this one didn't take very long because those pieces of the lemon are pretty big. And so this is going to be a floral lemon. Yep, it's not going to be a realistic one, but I think it turns out really cute, and I was happy with the end results. So here I've got it all done, and I think that looks really cute and colorful. And then there's still some open spots on the lemon, and I'm going to back that with some vellum. And vellum is a great way to add, let's see, obviously you're not adding color. How could I describe that? It's very subtle, and you can somewhat see through it. If you've never used vellum, it's fun. You could use it as layers, and everything that you use the vellum for is going to be very subtle. And so I didn't want to back it with solid white, because obviously you can't see through the white cardstock. But the vellum, it's soft, and it's very subtle, and it's going to back all those open spots that I had left, but at the same time not going to overpower anything because there's no color to it. You can kind of see what I'm talking about there. Now I didn't want to leave the outer edge of the lemon solid white, and so I pulled out a couple of gelatos. I'm just kind of smudging some color, and then I'm using my water brush to squirt a little bit of water on there, and then using my finger and the brush to kind of smudge it. And I've got 3 different colors there. I've got like a golden yellow, an actual golden brown color, and then more of a orangey yellow. And I'm just kind of adding a little bit of dimension and shading to the outside of the lemon so it's not solid white. And that didn't take long at all. It's very easy to do. You just smudge it down a little bit and then add a tiny bit of water. So I'm going to use this picture. This is from a few years ago of my sister and my mom and me. And we were probably out in the parking lot after eating dinner somewhere, laughing and making jokes and taking selfies, because that's just what always winds up happening when we go out. And I have a ton of pictures like that, and so I love to scrap those. I'm going to use white cardstock as my background, and that's clear gesso that I added there. And I thought I would do something a little bit different for my background here. I'm not going to do a ton of mixed media. I'm going to use my Vicki Boutin art crayons. I haven't used these in a while, and I was trying to pull out some of the dark pinks or the bright pinks and the deep oranges in the floral paper on the lemon. And this is basically just going to be where my picture is going to go. So you're going to see all this color kind of coming out from behind the picture. And the lemon obviously is very big, and it's going to take up the bottom half of the layout. And so you're only really going to see the top half. And I'm sorry about my lighting. I filmed this on a day where it was sunny one minute and then cloudy the next minute, and it kept going in and out of the clouds. And even though I'm not really near a big window, it totally affects my lighting. And so I tried to edit it and so it's not so annoying, but hopefully that you can still see what I'm doing here. Now, I did coat the whole background with clear gesso. I wasn't sure. I tend to just kind of go for the whole background when I'm going to do mixed media, because I never know how much I'm going to add and how big of an area I'm going to cover. And so the gesso just kind of takes care of making sure that all the areas on the background are good to go. So I used some of the Vicki Boutin art crayons, and I'm also mixing in some shimmers just to get some different shades. Like I said, I want it to be that deep pink and that bright deep orange. And so this is something else that gesso allows you to do. When you have art crayons or gelatos, you can just scribble right on top of it and add a little bit of water and use your finger to smudge it. And it's going to smudge and blend very, very beautifully. And it doesn't do that as well if you don't use gesso. And so I always use gesso just to be on the safe side. So I love how this is looking so far. I'm just going to keep playing around with the crayons just to get some shading. I felt like I needed a little more of the orange because I've got a lot of pink going on. And I don't really do a lot of yellow because obviously the lemon has plenty of yellow in it. So I am talking too fast today. I am going to add some yellow splatters, and that's a shimmers called No Yoking. So I decided now I've got to add some embellishments. I don't want to get too busy because the florals in the lemon are pretty busy on their own. But I did pull this paper from Oh My Heart, and I'm going to fussy cut some big flowers. And I like this one because it's got that deep orange color in it. And I'm going to just kind of layer in some of these flowers here. I've also got some of the ephemera die cuts from Oh My Heart. And I'm just going to kind of play around with them. I don't wind up using all of them, but I wanted something behind the photo. And of course we have to have leaves. I love that paper from Oh My Heart. I believe that's paper number 6. I took a little break, came back, and I felt like I wanted to add some stitching to the lemon. And so I stitched around the edge, and then I stitched along the areas where the vellum is. And I think I used like a soft pink color just to add a little bit of contrast against the yellow. And then I want to raise the whole lemon up off the page, and so I'm going to add in some adhesive foam. And so now it's going to create a little bit of dimension. And I know someone's going to ask me, I got that adhesive foam from Walmart. It's just kids craft adhesive. It comes in a 40 pack and it's $5, and I love it. Now this is the chipboard sticker sheet from Pick Me Up, and I'm going to incorporate some of those stickers in there as well. And then I did add a little lemon piece you see there on the bottom left of my photo. I fussy cut that from pattern paper, and that's actually the back side of the yellow paper that I cut the lemon on. So that's from Pick Me Up, and there is it's a whole sheet of navy blue with lemons all over it. And so I just fussy cut one out because I felt like I wanted to have a whole lemon there, and I like that little pop of yellow against those orange and pink flowers there. And my photo is going to be kind of crooked, off center, and this is going to allow me to add lots of not lots of photos, lots of flowers over to the left of it. And to make things stick up height-wise to match the lemon, I did need to add some foam behind that flower cluster piece right there on the right. And then I'm going to add some, I think I add some behind my photo. Did I already do that? If I haven't, I probably do at some point. I did go through the Oh My Heart chipboard stickers, and I'm going to use that piece that says love. I love that it's dark pink, and it sort of pulls in some of the pink from the lemon and the background. And I'm going to overlap it on top of the photo right there. I think that looks really cute. And then I went for Paige's 30-page sticker book because it never fails. There is always something in there that I can add to any layout that I make using any of her collections. It's got page after page after page of stickers. And of course, I had some floral stickers in there from Oh My Heart that matched. And so I'm going to use a couple of those as well as some of the leaves. And I did pull in a sticker flower that has that soft blue periwinkle color because there is that color going on in the lemon. And so I wanted to play on that also. I'm going to use that little sticker from the chipboard stickers from Pick Me Up. It says Time for Fun, and it's a deep green color, and I felt like it was okay to use because there are that color of leaves scattered around the page. And here comes some dark pink thread and the title. And I thought I would play on the whole lemon thing and add the word zest. When I first saw this, I thought, okay, let me go to Pinterest and find quotes about lemons. And I've used, you know, when life hands you lemons and squeeze the day, a lot of cute lemon quotes are out there, but I saw one with the word zest in it. And I thought, okay, lemon zest. I'm going to use a zesty photo of us having a good time. And so my title is going to be, We Got That Zest. And I just thought that was cute and funny. And so I used some of the chipboard thickers from Oh My Heart, and I'm going to add We Got That from the Pick Me Up white mini thickers. I love those white mini thickers. I use those on every layout just about, and I'm going to be super sad when I run out because they're the perfect size. They stick really well. You can add color to them like I'm going to do here. This is some Distress Oxide, and I'm going to go with that periwinkle color, and I'm just going to smudge on a little bit on the bottom half of those letters to kind of give them an ombre look, and you can see how that kind of makes them pop off the page a little bit more. I did fussy cut another periwinkle flower that I'm going to add in there, and that was a color I really wasn't planning on using, but it just sort of happened, and it's in the lemon, and so I thought, yeah, let's add that. And it's a nice contrast against the pinks and the oranges, all the bold colors. It's sort of that one soft color that kind of softens it up a little bit. More thread, more thread. I've already got the dark pink thread over on the left. I'm going to add in some yellow up there because there's really not a lot of yellow in that upper right corner. And then glue as I go. And then I got to thinking, do I want to leave the top solid white? Because, you know, everything's kind of busy. It's pretty much done. But I thought I wanted to add something tiny maybe up above everything. So I am going to do that here at the end. Oh, I got to add some splatters first of that periwinkle color. And that's a Distress Oxide, and I've already put it up, and I can't think of the name of it. If you want to know, ask me and I will look it up and answer you in the comments. But I just watered it down and added some splatters and then go back and add more pink. And I dropped some pink on my mom's face. I tried to wipe it off, but you can still kind of see it. So sorry, Mom, you have a pink dot on your cheek. She probably won't even notice. More chipboard flowers. That's from the Oh My Heart. And then a little puffy lemon sticker, and that's from Pick Me Up. Pick Me Up is the one with all the lemons. Oh My Heart is the one with all the flowers, which are both gorgeous. So here's where I decided to add a little something something up at the top. I'm going to move it over to the left right there because there's more white space there. And I'm just going to make a little cluster and kind of run it off the page. Going to try to bring in the yellow, the orange, the pink, the periwinkle. And just make a little cluster, nothing too crazy. I don't add any thread or anything. I still wanted some separation between that and the actual design. So I've still got some white space between that and where the title starts and everything. And I thought that would be a great place to add my journaling because there's really nowhere else to put it unless I curved it around the bottom of the lemon. But I just decided to add it up top, something different. I don't normally do that. But that's going to be the last thing that I do, and that's it. That's the final layout. I love how this turned out. It was so fun to let that cut file sort of dictate my title and dictate everything else. And like I said, I backed it with that floral paper by accident. I just kind of pulled it out of my stash of papers that I'd already cut into, and I thought, that looks cute. I should go with that. And then thus the rest of the layout was born. So you never know what you may like when you start playing around with all of your papers and your embellishments. You may get an idea that you had never thought you would have. And that's how this layout came about. But anyway, let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you check out Paige's cut files. They are amazing. I will leave a link below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great week.